finding the base. To find the base, divide the percentage by the rate. And we can use the formula base equals percentage over rate. So the B is the base, then the P is the percentage, and the R is the rate. So we want to get the whole or the 100%. Simply divide the given percentage by the corresponding percent or fraction. Okay, like we have here in our example. Example number 1, 300 is 50% of how many? So remember, okay, so of how many? So this is, okay, so the problem is asking for the base. And my first tutorial about percentage, we will know if it is a base because of the word of as much as or as large as. So the problem is 300 is 50% of how many? So we have the percentage here. 300. Okay, so the percentage represent the portion or part of the base, and then the rate is 50%. Okay, so we need to find our base, which is unknown. So we can use our formula. Okay. Base equals P over R. So by the way guys, this formula is derived from our basic formula, which is percentage equals base times rate. So since base is our unknown, okay, so we have our percentage is 300, and then our rate is 50%. Okay, so we can convert this 50% into decimal form. Okay, so it will be like this. Okay, so 300 divided by 0.50, it will be 600. Okay, now so we have our base, which is 600. So it means guys that the 50%, okay, of 600 is 300, or the 300 is the 50% of 600. Another problem here, it says if I have 25 pesos, which represents 1/4 of my entire money, how much money do I have in all? Okay, so the problem is telling that I have 25 pesos, and this 25 pesos represents 1/4 of my entire money. So how much money do I have in all? So the first thing we need to do is to determine or identify first the given. What are given on the problem? Okay, so the percentage, okay, we know the percentage is the 25 pesos. Okay, then the rate is 1/4. Okay, so it will be easier, guys, if we can convert the rate into decimal. Okay, so this time we will convert the rate into decimal. So 1 divided by 4, it will be 0.25. Or if you insist, you can use the 1/4. And then unknown, so we need to compute for the base. Okay, so I'm going to use our formula, which is base equals to P over R. Okay, so P is 25. Okay, divide by 0.25. Okay, so the answer will be, get your calculator, guys. The answer will be 100. Okay, easier. Or let's say there's another way of solving it. So if you insist on using the fraction, okay, let's say we're going to solve it using 1/4 as our rate. Okay, so how are we going to do it? Okay, so base 25 divided by 1/4. Okay, so I have discussed on my former videos on fractions, on how to divide fractions. Okay, so we need to change the divisor into its reciprocal first, because that's the rule in the division of fractions. So change the divisor into its reciprocal and then multiply. Okay, so it will look like this. Okay, so 25, okay, times 4 over 1. So 25, the whole number is always considered as a fraction with a denominator of 1. Okay, and then multiply the two fractions. So 25 times 4 is 100. Okay, 1 times 1 is 1. Okay, so the answer will be 100. Okay, still the same. So it's up to you which you prefer to use. Okay, so you can change the rate into decimal like what I did the first, or retain the rate as a fraction. Finding the rate. To find the rate, divide the percentage by the base. So we can use the formula rate equals percentage over base. Okay, so R is the rate, then P is the percentage, and B is the base. So this formula, once again, guys, is derived from the basic formula of percentage equals base multiplied by rate. And also take note, rate can be expressed in percent, decimal, or in fraction. I have here an example 1. what part of 400 is 50? So the question is, what is the rate? Okay, so what part of 400 is 50? So we need to identify the given. The given is the base, which is 400, and then the percentage is 50. So using our formula, rate equals P over P. Okay. So we will have 50 over 400. Okay, so 50 over 400. And this time, guys, I like to have my answer, the rate, in fractions. So how am I going to do this? Okay, so what I will do is I need to cancel out, okay, some zeros. Okay, so I have 1 0 in the numerator. Cancel this one, and I have another 0 in the denominator. Okay, so my fraction will look like this: 5 over 40. Okay, so 5 over 40. This is a proper fraction. Then we need to reduce it to lowest terms. Okay, so the common factor will be 5. Okay, so let's say 5. So 5 divided by 5 is 1, and 40 divided by 5 is 8. Okay, so our answer is 1/8. Okay, so 50 is 1/8 of 400. Okay, so I have also another problem here. Okay, so example, problem number 2. How many percent of 1,200 pesos is 400 pesos? Okay, so identify first the givens. So the base is 1,200 pesos. Okay, percentage, portion of 1,200 is 400 pesos. So our unknown is the rate. Okay, so what is the rate of 400 of the whole 1,200 pesos? So we need to use again our formula. Rate equals P, or percentage, over base. So our percentage is 400, and then the base is 1,200. Okay, so the 400 is the part, and then the 1,200 is the whole. Okay, so simply use your calculator and do division. So 400 divided by 1,200, so we come up with 0.3333 in decimal form. Okay, or if you want to convert it into percentage, it will be 33.33%. Or if you want to come up with a fraction, okay, so we have 2 zeros in the numerator and 2 zeros in the denominator, so need to cancel out the zeros. Okay, so we have here 4/12. Okay, reduce it to common denominators, reduce it to lowest terms, I mean. So the common terms is 4. 4 divided by 4 is 1. And 12 divided by 4 is 3. So 1/3. We have here a business application scenario. A company's sales for the month is 58,642 pesos and 75 centavos. If 45% is the company's gross profit, how much gross profit did the company get? How many percent is the cost of sales of the company? How much is the cost of sales? So first thing first, we need to determine what are the givens in the problem so that it will be easier for you guys to answer the questions. Okay, so you need to determine what is the base. Okay, so the base is 58,642 pesos and 75 centavos. So that is the base. And then the rate is 45%. 45% of the company's gross profit. Okay, so the question is, how much gross profit did the company get? So out of the 58,642 and 75 pesos and 75 centavos, so 45% of it is the gross profit. Okay, so easy guys. So we need to use the basic formula. P equals base multiplied by the rate. Okay, so the base is the peso, 58,600. Okay, sorry. 58,642 pesos and 75 centavos multiplied by 45%. So as I was saying a while ago, that it would be easier if the rate is convert into percent or decimal or fraction. So this is in percent. Okay, so we can convert it into decimal. Okay, so just move the percent sign 2 places to the left, 1 and 2. Okay, remember our tutorial video about that. Then remove the percent sign and then put the decimal. Okay, so it will be 0.45. Okay, so now our percentage will be, okay, so 58,642 pesos and 75 centavos times 0.45. So the percentage is, okay, get your calculator and compute it. 26,389 and 24 centavos. Okay, so out of the gross profit, okay, out of the company sales of 58,642 and 75 centavos, okay, so 45% of it is the gross profit. So the gross profit of the company is 26,389 pesos and 24 centavos. And then the second question is, how many percent is the cost of sales of the company? Okay, so how many percent? Okay, so let's say 45% is the gross profit. Okay, so we use 100%. Okay, this is 100%. Okay, deducted or less by 45%. Okay, of the gross profit. So the remaining will be 55%. So the 55% represent the, what is this? The percent cost of sales of the company. Okay, so it will be easy. So continue to use the basic formula. P equals B multiplied by R. So our base is still the 58,642 pesos and 75 centavos. Okay, multiplied by the rate of cost of sales, which is 55%. Okay, so 55. Okay, so the percentage will be, okay, so the percentage will be 32,253 and 51 cent pesos and 51 centavos. Okay, so 55% is the cost of sales, and then the cost of sales is 32,253 pesos and 51 centavos. Okay, so if you're going to check it, okay, so just add the two, 26,389 pesos and 24 centavos plus 32,253 pesos out. 32,253 pesos and 51 centavos. So it will come up with the total of 58,642 and pesos and 75 centavos. We have an alternative solution, guys. Since we already know that the gross profit for the month is 26,389 pesos and 24 centavos, to determine the cost of sales, okay, so we just deduct, we just need to deduct the gross profit from the gross sales. Okay, so 58,642 642 and 75 centavos, less by 26,389 pesos and 24 centavos. Okay, so we need to put a peso sign. Okay, so the answer will be still the same, 32,253 pesos and 51 centavos. So this still the amount of the cost of sales or cost of goods sold. And then to determine the rate of the cost of sales, okay, so we know that the rate is part over whole, so the part is 32,253.51. Okay, so this is the part of the cost of sales over or divided by the gross sales, so which is 58,642 pesos and 75 centavos. Okay, so the rate, we come up with the rate of 55%. Okay, so it will still be the same. Okay, so it will be up to you guys which one is easier for you to use, the method one, the one that I give a while ago, or the alternative solutions. Okay, so always remember to determine first the given of the problem so that it will be easy for you to solve, to compute. And then you will know that if it is the base because of the word of as large as or as much as, then the rate, it would be easier to use it if we convert it first to percent, or you prefer to use decimal or in fraction.